So this is the video that goes along with chapter 18 and hopefully the last video that I'll be doing, because after this maybe you'll be supplying some of the videos. That will be really fun to see. This is from Matthew chapter 2, so we're going back to the very beginning of the New Testament. What we're going to read today is actually covering chapters 18, 19, and 20. Matthew chapter 2 begins with a bunch of participles, but participles are really sprinkled throughout the New Testament. So here's Matthew chapter 2, beginning in the first verse. These are words maybe are familiar from the Christmas story. You read along with me and we'll see what we can do with maybe even the first two verses. Tu de Jesu, genei thentos, en Bethlehem. Sorry, it's not a word I read very often. Tes Judaeas, en Hemerais, Herodu tu Basileos, Idu Magoi, Apo Anatolon, Paragenanta, Eis Jerusalema. Woo. Those proper nouns, we don't read them all the time. Let's go back. The first part is Tu Jesu, Jesus, genethentos. So this is an aorist form of this, an aorist passive actually with a theta in it. You'll get to that in one of the next chapters. And this is also a special constructive called a genitive absolute. So when you get to that and you're like, where is a genitive absolute? Then you can come back here and take a look. Here's what it means. In this case, everything's in the genitive, but it kind of functions together as the subject and verb. Jesus was born. Where was he born? In Bethlehem. In Bethlehem. Tes Judaeas of Judea. When was he born then? En Hemerais, in the days. Which days? Herodu tu Basileus, in the days of Herod. See, it's in the genitive. Well, who's Herod? He's the king. In the days of King Herod. Idu means behold. Behold, magoi, they're magi. Apo Anatolon, so from, and then Anatolon is the east, Anatolon. Paragenanta, they came Eis Jerusalema, to Jerusalem. And this is what they came and did. Legontes. There's a participle that hopefully you are beginning to recognize as you work on the lesson this time. You put your finger over everything but the first three letters. Do you see that root? Lego. And then this is now the participle form rather than a finite verb. It's instead the participle saying. The Magi came saying. And then they go on to say, where is the one who was born King of the Jews? And the tekthe in that next line is also a participle. So this section, actually the first 4 verses here, is just chock full of different participles if you want a passage to practice on as you're learning participles this week and into the next lesson. Then I would try using this beginning of Matthew as a good text to start with. Okay, give it your best shot and you'll be fine. It's best to just try these things. So you can do it.